Welcome to Out of the Blue, number 147. We're going to talk today about magic, the meanings of the word magic. If you are new to Out of the Blue, I will tell you that what you have stumbled upon is the Visine of Neo-Swedenborgianism, video zine. Within Neo-Swedenborgianism, there is one book we refer to, and it is the dictionary. So, if you want to be a Neo-Swedenborgianist, go grab your dictionary. And today's word is magic. And it is an important word, and it's essential to what we're doing here, because we are at the crossroads of the two definitions of magic. So there's definition one: magic would be something like the art of illusion and sleight of hand practiced by Harry Houdini. That's one type of magic. And the other type of magic would be seances and incantations used to contact other realms, such as Aleister Crowley used. And that's another type of magic. And there's not really any overlap, interestingly, between the two types of magic. You're either one or the other. And the funny thing about me and where we are here is that I'm one, and I'm in a place of the other. Like, I'm in the home fort of the other, yet I have more of the spiritualist bent, and I am in the old magic shop, which is the Houdini bent. So this is like this crossroads of these two definitions of this word. And that's not all, because there's something new that's happening. So this is what I've talked about in the past, and if you've made it this far, maybe you have time to listen to this too. So what's happening that's new is that Houdini was a debunker of the spiritualists. After World War I, there was a whole market of spiritualists who would take advantage of widows who lost their husband in the war and claim to be able to contact them and send messages to them, and they were basically scamming these grieving women out of money. And Houdini figured this out because he went to a spiritualist to try to contact his mother, and they scammed him. But he was a magician, and he saw that what they were doing was sleight of hand and magic, and he went on a crusade to debunk spiritualism, and he succeeded. Really, he did a very good job of rooting out fraud within spiritualism. Now, I bring this up because the message that I'm sending out is Neo-Swedenborgianism, and it presents a different answer for Houdini. It is a new thing, a new way of looking at this situation. And what Neo-Swedenborgianism states is that this supposed heaven realm that the spiritualists were pretending to contact is actually a possession of you yourself. So everyone has their own spirit realm, essentially, in their psyche, and you can access it yourself via your imagination. So there's no chanting or incantations necessary, but without chanting or saying an incantation, you can access the memory of this lost person. If it's a widow from their husband, or Houdini and his mother, I have somebody, you have somebody, everybody has somebody. And by accessing their memory, they still exist. because you are alive and they are now here's a spiritualist term, a thought form. They are a thought form in your head, and in your head is a place. And so that's kind of old news, but what's new news is through these near-death experiences we read about, we hear about people who are utterly convinced that they traveled to heaven, met a deity, had this experience, met deceased relatives. It was so real, and it changes their whole life. And so what Houdini did not have available to him is all these testimonies of these people who were dead for 10 seconds. You know, there's hundreds and hundreds of books on this subject now. And what Swedenborg would say is that they visited heaven. That's Swedenborg. What Neo-Swedenborgianism says is that they experienced an illusion, sort of like a magic trick, within their own mind, psyche, and or physiology. The tunnel of light is in your physiology, as we've said before. They experienced an illusion that was so close to themselves, it wasn't this close, or this close, it was in their eye and in their head, that it usurped or surpassed the actual reality. So there's an experience within human life where people see something and experience something that is more real than this. Swedenborg would say, it is more real, it's the afterlife, it's heaven. The Neo-Swedenborgianist says, it appears to be real because it is so immediate, it is inside your head, and it is utterly convincing that it is real. In fact, it is so real that it becomes pointless to talk about it as if it's not real. And it becomes valid and logical to talk about it as if it is real, because it is really there in your head, and when and if you experience it, it will be hyper-real. So, the person who, in their near-death experiences, visits their mother. Well, that mother, while you're still alive, is there, in your mind somewhere. And Houdini, now this isn't much of an answer. Houdini missed his mother and wanted to talk to him, and the only answer I'm offering is that you can access your mother in your mind and maintain a relationship with her as if she was still alive. Because in a way, since this relationship can change over years, you can maintain a relationship with this deceased person over the rest of your life, and the relationship is not static. And so it's like a relationship with a living person.